Hello, my name is Joseph, and my good friend Christina
Hello.
is here. And we're here to do chapter 3 of Job. The book, if you remember, and I'm sure some of you will, God knows Christina does, that I was the only person in the whole universe did not realize was real. I mean, I honestly didn't, and when I found out, I was just melted down. Thank God nobody was here. And I found out through Ezekiel chapter 4 or 14, verse 4. It's in there. And he talks about Job, Job, Noah, and Daniel as the only, get this now, this is a big deal, the only righteous. I mean, that's more than just good or whatever. Righteous, I don't even know how to qualify righteousness. It's almost like sainthood. You did anything wrong.
Yeah, because the devil chose Job to rip apart, thinking that he would curse God. And God knew Job so intimately and said, okay. Because he knew Job would never turn his back on him.
Yeah, so you're right.
He was chosen by God, and not just the devil, but by God too.
Right. I agree.
Because they had such an intimate relationship. Like Noah.
Yeah. I know. Well, all I can say in my defense is if you read the various introductions to Job, it never really, it doesn't say he's real. I mean, really, it doesn't. And anyway, I won't bring that up every week. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm better. I'm not bitter. Okay.
You're bitter.
Job chapter 3. Job laments his birth. Now, okay. After this, Job opened his mouth and cursed the day of his birth. Right on, Job. And Job said, let the day perish on which I was born. And the night, how did he get to be righteous?
He's just saying, well,
I think
my parents cursed the day, moment I was conceived.
No, but Job is cursing his day.
No, I understand. It would be me cursing the day I was conceived, instead of looking at it as a special miracle.
You had reason.
Who?
You had reason.
To curse it?
Well, considering what they did.
Yeah, but I don't curse the moment I was conceived. To me, it's a blessing.
Oh.
God protected me as that sperm.
Well, I know it's a bigger story. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is just the opposite for Job.
Job wasn't cursed or anything.
I know, so it's the opposite for him. I'm just saying. I take mine as a blessing when my parents cursed it. Job takes his as a curse when his parents blessed it. It's just the opposite.
Never ask a woman a theological question.
Wow. Just let's go.
All right. Let the day perish on which I was born, and the night that said, a man is conceived. Let that day be darkness. May God above not seek it, nor light shine upon it. Let gloom and deep darkness claim it. Let clouds dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. That night, lest thick darkness seize it. Let it not rejoice among the days of the year. Okay, now this is very depressing.
Well, let's finish it.
I'm just saying it's depressing.
Well, because again, he's been cursed and now he's got boils all over him. And he's not understanding why. So he's telling God, just let that moment in time be erased. He's just saying it in a more poetic way.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, it is nice.
Let that day be darkness. May God above not seek it, nor light shine upon it. Let gloom and deep darkness claim it. Let clouds dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. Okay. That night, let thick darkness seize it. Let it not rejoice among the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months. Behold, that night be barren. Let no joyful cry enter it. Let those cursed who curse the day, who are ready to rejoice, who are ready to rouse up Leviathan. Let the stars of the dawn be dark. Let it hope for light, but have none, nor seek eyelids of the morning, because it did not shut the doors of my mother's womb. Did you think of that?
No, because I wasn't the one prying her legs open. Somebody else was. But they sure did do something to try and get rid of that mistake.
Maybe they thought of it in reverse.
They thought it. My dad curses that day. This would be my dad speaking about me.
So really,
let that day be cursed.
Why don't you give are both of your parents still alive? Or just,
yes, they are.
Well, why don't you give them a copy of Job and say, here's the book you can identify with. Chapter 3.
Here,
oh, really?
This is how because anytime he talks about that moment, you can see the blood veins in his neck boil.
No, I know, but...
And he turns red and he gets really angry.
Considering everything you've said, I think as a gift, let them sort out the irony. I'm just saying, dear mom and dad, to show you how much I love you and appreciate all you've done for me, I'd like to give you a copy of Job, underline chapter 3. God bless you. Bye. I think it's a good idea.
I think so too.
I mean, it's a way, you're not doing anything bad.
No.
You're not insulting them, you're not being bitter. You're just saying, I'm acknowledging scripturally what you guys did.
How much you hated that day. And I'm acknowledging it.
Yeah, I really
Because
do.
my dad, like I said, every time he brings it up, it's just...
What? Well, why don't you
He's
do that?
angry.
I'm serious. I am serious.
No, I've told him, and I've looked at him. I go, Dad, you really need to stop being angry about that moment in time.
I just think...
Let that go.
If you want to do a godly scriptural thing, say,
I just tell him to let it
Dear
go.
Father, I'd like to give you a copy of Holy Scripture, especially chapter 3 for you and Mom.
They're not together, so...
Well, give them, I just think...
They're separated.
Listen, if you want the biggest impact of both revenge, irony, truth, justice, everything, without doing anything against God, I got your book.
No, you got my poem. You got Job complaining.
All right. Where are we at? I got
We're on 10.
10. Because it did not shut the doors of my mother's womb, nor hide trouble from my eyes. Why did I not die at birth, come out of the womb and expire? Why did the knees receive me, or why the breast that I should nurse? For then I would have laid down and been quiet. I would have slept then, I would have been at rest, with kings and counselors of the earth, who reveal rooms for themselves, or with princes who had gold, who filled their house with silver. Or why was I or why was I not as a hidden stillborn child, an infant who never sees light? There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary are at rest. The prisoner are at ease together. They hear not the voice of the taskmaster. The small and the great are there, and the slave is free from his master. Why is light given to him who is in misery, the life of the bitter in soul, who long for death, but it comes not, who digs it for it more than for hidden treasure, who rejoice exceedingly and are glad when they find the grave? Why is light given to man whose way is hidden, whom God has hedged in? For my singing comes instead of my bread, and my groaning are poured out like water. Groans are poured out like water. For the thing that I fear comes upon me, and what I dread befalls me. I am not at ease, nor am I quick. I have no rest, but trouble comes. Now, here's what we're not told. Remember, the devil goes to God. He says, hey, that guy's got everything. Who wouldn't love him? Even some preachers. No, just kidding. So that's what the devil does. Now, tell me if you think I'm wrong, but don't say it too loud because I don't want the audience to hear. Do you think, now Job doesn't know what's going on, right?
Correct.
So we're not told, are we?
We're told in the beginning.
Why is he?
We're not told exactly why the devil decided to go after Job.
No. Do we know why? Okay, at this point, maybe I forgot. At this point, does he know that he's been going after him? That God and the devil made this deal?
No.
Okay, that's
Job has no clue.
Has no clue. So my question is, what's he bitter about?
Well, okay, so
he has it pretty good, right? I mean, life is good.
Wait. He has it very good. And then he feels he has wronged God in some way.
But we're not told
and that's why it was wiped out.
We're not told. But it's not wiped out here, is it?
Yes, it's wiped out by here.
By here.
Mm-hmm. Your second verse.
Now.
First and second, he's wiping everything out.
Refresh my memory.
And then the devil went back